Welcome to River Road Unitarian Universalist congregation and our coming of age service. We are a faith that values a diversity of well thought out beliefs. Our youth are going to show you a glimpse of what they've found this past year on their exploration of what they believe. I hope it will inspire you on your own search. Come, worship, and celebrate with us this morning.
This, now, is for you to hear. Just one moment, listen near. Open your ears, your heart, your mind. Listen closely as I rewind. Let me paint all my beliefs with the world as my canvas. I don't know what you'll think, but I'll take my chances. The radiant sun above is joyous love. This I believe in spreading. The billowing wind is the unconditional acceptance of all. This I believe in upholding. The birds and the clouds ever moving are change. This I believe in accepting. The earth below is my friend and family. This I believe in loving. The trees and the plants symbolize the caring of myself and others. This I believe in doing. Secret clearings full of wild, beautiful flowers show the goodness hidden in all people. This I believe in finding. The roots everywhere show just that. The going back to the roots of my heart, my people, my earth. This I believe in trying. The animals' everyday fight for survival shows the struggle in finding the truth. This I believe in continuing. I believe that all the world's natural cycles shed light on the cycle of life and death, the body decomposing and feeding the earth, and the soul moving on, reliving. I believe that the leaves never ceasing to change colors, from green to yellow to orange to red to brown, only to begin again, illustrates that everything happens for a reason. I believe that crying is like a waterfall, for as water stuck in one place turns stagnant, emotions trapped inside you create struggle. I believe in peace, in magic, in dreams, in chocolate, in sunshine, in invisible seams, in singing books, butterflies, laughter, and pleas. All these things I believe, be they big or small, shape who I am, who I will be, or what I call me.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and when I was in the 5th grade, a boy told me that I was fat. He didn't say, "I think you're fat," or "you seem fat to me." He looked me straight in the eye and said, "You are fat." Now, it doesn't seem like much, but I was in 5th grade, and this was the first piece of information I had gotten about myself from an outside source, an unbiased source. My friends, my family, everyone who had told me anything about myself up until that point had known me, had liked me, had bias. But I didn't know this boy, and he didn't know me. He had no bias. And when we grow up, we are always told never to trust those with biases, that only that which comes from an unbiased source can be true. So what did I do with this piece of information? I believed it. I believed him. And so, in 5th grade, I formed my very first belief about myself. I believed that I was fat. Now, you could say that this was the first of many beliefs I let other people create for me about myself, only that wouldn't really be true. In reality, this is the only negative belief I have ever held about myself that came from anyone but me. Still, I had been exposed to, for the first time, the idea that other people could have opinions about me, that they could perceive me differently than I perceived myself, that they could perceive me negatively. Again, I became wary of my own bias in perceiving myself. Surely my own opinions about myself couldn't be more accurate than those of the people around me. And if one person had perceived me negatively, could it not be possible that everyone thought poorly of me? Even though I had no concrete proof of it, I began to believe that everyone around me disliked me. Because of one thing that one person said to me, I had convinced myself that everyone hated me. So I began to hate myself, every part of myself, all because the only me I believed was the true me was the one that existed in the minds of others. I wish I could say that I learned my lessons and moved on quickly. Over the years, though, I've been able to take away 3 main lessons from my experience. 1, all of us can affect those around us, whether it be for the better or for the worse. A boy I barely knew led me to think that I was worthless, and though I'm responsible for most of the in-between, his words were a catalyst for my negative spiral of thoughts. 2, human belief is a powerful force. Once I believed that I was fat, I could not be convinced otherwise. Nothing my friends, my family, everyone who had bias because they knew me and cared about me, nothing they said could change what I had taken a leap of faith to believe. And this belief wreaked havoc on my life. Starting in 7th grade, I struggled for 2.5 years to eat normally. I distanced myself from my friends and family became painfully shy because I had somehow come to believe that no one liked me. 3, the ability to change your beliefs is immensely valuable. Impossible as it may have seemed, I was eventually able to break my beliefs and to realize that I did have worth, that there were people on earth who did like me, and that I was not a bad person simply because of the possibility that others might think so. Because of this change in my belief system, I began to eat, I began to make more friends, and I began to be happy. I began to live. The 3rd UU principle promotes acceptance of one another, but too often we forget to apply this principle to ourselves. No one other than you will spend all of their life with you, and so in the end, no one's opinion about you matters more than your own.
I come from a family who has never told me what to believe, which is good, but also hard, because independence is hard. Independence means you have to put time and hard work in to figure things out for yourself. Freedom of choice can be daunting sometimes. I used to hate whenever anybody asked me whether I believed in God, what I thought came after death, the nature of the human soul, because my answer to everything was I don't know. I just don't know. And I still don't. What's changed is that I've come to accept that. Life's a journey, not a destination. Besides, beliefs evolve. They change with age, with experience, events. So knowing exactly what your beliefs are going to help you so much in the long run anyway? Knowledge comes from development and exploration, not constancy. I've come to embrace the mystery. Life's not a pre-calc test. There aren't always right answers. Besides, imagine how boring it would be if we already knew everything. Where's the fun in that? I don't pretend to know why or how. I'm simply here for a purpose untold, and that is okay. I bring what everyone else in this room brings. A unique mind and heart and soul capable of incredible faith and love. I bring questions and answers, ideas and ideals. I bring myself. That's all any of us can do. Use our gifts to make this world, this universe, just a fraction of a bit better.
Every Sunday during the summer when I'm in Maine, I put on my clothes and my Crocs and I go to Grove. My camp has been running since 1901, so for 119 years, and we have a tradition of a Sunday service. The Sunday service is held in the beautiful Pine Grove, and it's a non-denominational service that the different units take turns leading. A theme is chosen, and the service is based off of that. The big theme for Grove this year was kindness. I'm still not sure what I believe in religion-wise, but sitting in my crazy creek in Grove one Sunday, I realized that I really believe that kindness is a necessary part of our lives. In Grove, even in odd cabins take turns answering the question that is posed at the beginning of Grove. When asked about the kindness around them, the junior campers would talk about how someone made them a friendship bracelet or swam with them during free swim. The senior campers would talk about their friends supporting them and always being there for them. I realized that one of the reasons that camp is so magical is that kindness is usually present, which strengthens the community and friendships there so much more. In the real world, that doesn't happen as much. I get notifications from news on my phone, and yesterday some of the top headlines were about arrests, the impeachment, people being fired, etc. I think that people are so focused on their lives and succeeding that they often forget about kindness. People tend to focus on always winning and always reaching the next step, which is important, but it's also important to stop and reach out to the people around you because kindness is vital for humans to survive. When I was looking up stuff related to kindness, I came across a list of reasons why it's important to be kind or why kindness counts. Here it is. Everyone is fighting their own battle. You make a difference. It feels good to be kind. Kindness is contagious. Small actions can have far-reaching consequences. True kindness starts with being kind to ourselves. You can be a voice for someone who doesn't have one. Someone is watching you. Now, I don't actually like the last one. I think it's important that you can be kind without the motive of impressing others, but I added it because it was part of the list. I really agree with this list, and overall, I think that kindness not only helps the people around you, but it also helps you by making you happier when you are kind to someone. So going forward, I believe it's important to remember to pause and take a moment to be kind to the people around you. And remember, being kind doesn't have to be a big, grand gesture. It can be as simple as making your friend a friendship bracelet on a hot July day.
I invite you to stay risen and join hands or hearts or elbows with those around you for our benediction. As we move into this space, as we move forward into our world, sometimes we will lead, sometimes we will follow, but we always have an opportunity to do it with kindness, respect, love, and sacredness. May it be so. Blessed be.